So I'm currently stranded on the side of the highway. My van blew the Serpentine Belt. The symptoms were the power steering went out. So at first I thought I had a flat tire or something, so I right away pulled over and shut off the vehicle and then went walking around it to see if there was an issue with the steering, tires, or if it was actually the power steering. In this case it was actually the power steering because the Serpentine Belt blew. And then immediately the engine temperature went way up to the high because it wasn't pumping water through the engine. So that's your symptoms when your belt blows. You immediately want to figure that out. I'm going to limp back a mile to a better spot where I can actually work on it. It should be fine to go a short distance. So should you drive fast? Should you drive slow? I think you should just drive as little as possible. I'm just going a mile up here. So I don't think we're going to overheat, but that's your main thing that you got to watch is your engine temperature, and you got to keep in mind that, oh yep, you can see it's rising like crazy. Oh no, that's not good. Alright, we're about to turn, so it should be fine, but yeah, that's not good. So we're going to take the tire off. I got it jacked up, I got it blocked. That'll let us get at the tensioner and stuff a little bit easier than trying to work just from underneath. With the tire out of the way, we'll go ahead and remove this cover right here. It's just held on with a few bolts. One right there, one right there. Actually, it might just be those two. Decided to drain the oil too while I'm at it and get that changed. So looking at the engine this way, I'm pretty sure that's how the belt is supposed to go. If yours still has the belt on, then pay attention to how your belt is on. But you can see the smooth ones obviously take the back of the belt, and the grooved ones obviously take the grooved portion of the belt. So we're going to run it around the alternator, which is grooved, idler, which is smooth, power steering pump, which is grooved, AC compressor grooved, crankshaft grooved, water pump smooth, and then around the tensioner, which is grooved. So should come out looking about like that. To tension or detension the pulley, you just put a 15 millimeter onto this little casting and you push it like that, and that will rock that in and out. So after we get our belt in place close to where it needs to be, we'll just tension or do that to stretch the belt over probably the crank pulley. So once you have your belt routed around everything where it's supposed to go, I found that it was easiest to get it slipped over the water pump pulley as the last pulley, because some of these kind of have a lip on them, so it makes it hard to get it over one of the grooved ones. So what I did is I got everything on, I pushed my hand up into that narrow space, holding the smooth side of the pulley so that it could go over the water pump, and then I grabbed the wrench and put it from here, pushed it all the way that way to take the tension off. Just like this, takes the tension off. I pushed it as far that way as it would go so that the tension was off as much as possible, and then forced the belt over the water pump pulley, and so now we're on everything. So you just want to make sure everything is sitting in the grooves properly and nothing is crooked. Now we can go ahead and put our splash shield back on and then actually start this thing up. I also have to add oil to it. I didn't realize it, but that diagram is actually written up here, so you can just reference that instead of using the piece of cardboard. But Serpentine Belt is on. I did go ahead and start up the engine and made sure that it does not skip off or anything. I just started it briefly and then turned it back off and came over and inspected it. So we are going to be good to go. Also got the oil changed and miles and everything written down. So we are going to be good to go on this one. I can get back on the highway now and go fix some air conditioners. Sort of funny, the last time I had to change a Serpentine Belt, it was actually at this exact same location, except for my idler pulley got stuck and the Serpentine Belt like melted into a cloud of smoke, and I was driving past this place when that happened. So this is the second Serpentine Belt I've had to change out in the wild at this location. Random chance.